Welcome to our latest episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, where lives hang in the balance and relationships are tested to their limits. Today's story brings us face to face with mortality, hope, and the complicated bonds that tie our beloved characters together. Liam Spencer's world comes crashing down when Grace delivers the devastating news that he is dying. The prognosis is grim, leaving him with what appears to be only a short time left to live. Grace, along with the medical team, suggests that Liam should focus on enjoying his remaining time, making peace with his fate, and spending precious moments with his loved ones before the inevitable happens. This news strikes Liam at his core. As a father to two young daughters, Beth and Kelly, the thought of leaving them behind is unbearable. Both girls are still so young, too young to grow up without their father's guidance and love. The weight of this reality crushes him, but rather than acceptance, it ignites a fierce determination within him. Instead of resigning himself to his fate, Liam remembers how Dr. John Finnegan recently saved Eric Forrester's life with an experimental treatment when everyone else had given up hope. This memory sparks something in Liam. Perhaps Finn could work another miracle. Liam decides to approach Finn, desperately clinging to even the smallest possibility of survival. Finn, always the compassionate doctor, listens carefully to Liam's case. After reviewing his medical records, Finn acknowledges that Liam's condition is indeed serious and beyond his immediate expertise. However, he doesn't extinguish Liam's hope entirely. Finn explains that there's a specialized clinic overseas doing groundbreaking work with cases similar to Liam's. While he can't promise anything, they might have experimental treatments that could help. For Liam, this tiny ray of hope is enough. He immediately decides to pursue this option, regardless of the odds. Even if there's only a 1% chance, he has to take it for his daughter's sake. When Steffy Forrester learns about Liam's condition, she's devastated. Despite their complicated history and the fact that she's now married to Finn, Liam remains an important part of her life, and not just as Kelly's father, but as someone she once loved deeply. Without hesitation, Steffy decides she must accompany Liam to the foreign clinic. Kelly needs her father, and Steffy feels compelled to do everything possible to ensure he gets the best care. Her decision, however well-intentioned, creates immediate tension with Finn. When she informs him of her plans, his reaction is unexpectedly harsh. He firmly refuses, stating that while he understands her concern for Kelly's father, this goes beyond co-parenting. Finn's reaction stems from his insecurities about Steffy and Liam's past relationship. Though he trusts his wife, the thought of her traveling abroad with her ex-husband touches on deep-seated fears. He reminds her that she's his wife now, and while he respects that Liam is Kelly's father, there are boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. Despite his personal feelings, Finn recognizes the seriousness of Liam's condition. He contacts Bill Spencer, Liam's father, to arrange for transportation to the clinic. Bill, with his vast resources, quickly organizes everything: private jet, accommodations, and connections to ensure Liam receives priority treatment. Finn assures Steffy that everything's taken care of and that Bill will be with Liam every step of the way, hoping this will ease her concerns. Steffy nods in agreement, seemingly accepting this arrangement. She understands Finn's perspective and doesn't want to damage their marriage. Yet, as she watches the preparations unfold, Steffy's resolve weakens. The thought of Liam facing this journey alone, even with Bill by his side, troubles her deeply. She wonders if something happens and Kelly never sees her father again. Could she live with herself knowing she wasn't there when she could have been? As the day of departure approaches, Steffy makes a decision that could potentially destroy her marriage. Without informing Finn, she arranges to join Bill and Liam on their journey to the clinic. She packs discreetly, creates plausible excuses for her absence, and prepares to leave. The morning of the departure, Steffy kisses a still sleeping Finn goodbye, fighting back tears as she realizes the potential consequences of her actions. She knows she's betraying his trust, but in her mind, she's doing what's necessary for her daughter's future. At the airfield, Bill is surprised to see Steffy but doesn't question her presence too deeply. He understands the complicated dynamics at play and respects her decision to support Liam during this critical time. Liam himself is both touched and concerned by Steffy's arrival, quickly realizing that Finn doesn't know she's there. As the private jet takes off from Los Angeles, Steffy gazes out the window at the receding cityscape. She thinks about Finn, about their marriage, about the trust she's breaking. But then she looks at Liam, pale, frightened, but still fighting, and reaffirms her decision. Bill watches this interaction with mixed emotions. He's grateful for Steffy's support of his son, but worried about the complications her presence will create. Nevertheless, his focus remains on getting Liam the help he needs. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, Finn wakes to find Steffy gone. At first, he thinks nothing of it. She often leaves early for work at Forrester Creations. But when he finds her note about traveling to meet suppliers, something doesn't feel right. Calling Forrester Creations, Finn discovers that no such supplier meeting was scheduled. His suspicions growing, he checks their shared calendar and finds no mention of an overseas trip. The truth dawns on him with crushing certainty: Steffy has gone with Liam. The betrayal cuts deep. Finn had been explicit about his feelings, had arranged everything so Steffy wouldn't need to go. And yet she chose to deceive him and go anyway. His anger mingles with hurt as he contemplates what this means for their marriage. After a long journey, Liam, Steffy, and Bill arrive at the clinic, a sleek, modern facility nestled in a picturesque landscape. Despite its beautiful setting, the atmosphere is tense as Liam prepares for his initial consultation. The specialists review Liam's case with serious expressions. The head doctor, Dr. Navarro, doesn't sugarcoat the situation. She explains that Liam's condition is advanced, but they have had success with similar cases using their experimental protocol, though she warns that the treatment is rigorous and there are no guarantees. Liam nods, determined to try anything. As Liam undergoes preliminary tests, Steffy and Bill wait anxiously. Steffy checks her phone repeatedly. No messages from Finn. She wonders if he's discovered her deception yet, and what it will mean for them when she returns. Bill suggests that Finn will eventually understand, calling him a reasonable man, but Steffy isn't so sure. She remembers his expression when she mentioned coming and fears this isn't something he'll easily forgive. Liam's treatment protocol is intense, a combination of advanced medications, experimental procedures, and rigorous monitoring. The side effects are severe, leaving him weaker than ever initially. During these difficult days, Steffy remains by his side, offering comfort and encouragement. She helps him video call with Kelly and Beth, ensuring the girls see their father regularly without understanding the gravity of his condition. After these calls, Liam often breaks down, the emotional toll overwhelming him. He can't bear the thought of leaving his daughters as his mother left him. Steffy reassures him, noting that the doctors say he's responding to the treatment better than expected. Back in Los Angeles, Finn has confirmed his suspicions. Steffy is indeed with Liam at the clinic. His initial anger has hardened into a cold determination to protect himself emotionally. When Steffy finally calls him several days after her departure, the conversation is tense. Finn demands to know how she could lie to him like this. Steffy apologizes, acknowledging that she betrayed his trust but explaining that Kelly needs her father and she couldn't just stay home while Liam fought for his life. Finn counters that this isn't about Kelly but about Steffy and Liam and the fact that she chose him over their marriage, choosing to lie rather than respect his feelings. The call ends with no resolution, leaving Steffy in tears and Finn contemplating their future. 2 weeks into the treatment, there's a significant development. Liam's latest tests show remarkable improvement. The experimental protocol appears to be working. Dr. Navarro cautions that it's not a cure, but they're seeing a significant reduction in disease markers. If this continues, they can move to the next phase of treatment. This news brings renewed hope. Liam, though still weak, feels a surge of optimism for the first time since his diagnosis. Bill, overcome with emotion, embraces his son, reminding him that Spencers don't give up. Steffy shares in their joy but can't help thinking about what awaits her at home. The better Liam gets, the closer she comes to facing the consequences of her decision. As Liam continues to improve, Steffy finds moments to reflect on her marriage. During a quiet evening at their hotel, she confides in Bill that while she doesn't regret coming, she's terrified about what happens when she returns home. Bill offers his perspective that Finn loves her, and though he's hurt and angry now, love doesn't disappear overnight. When he sees that Liam is recovering, partly because Steffy insisted on being there, he'll understand. Steffy questions this, wondering if Finn will always suspect there's still something between her and Liam. This is the crux of the issue, not just that Steffy lied, but what that lie might represent to Finn. Does her decision to support Liam at the cost of her marriage suggest deeper feelings that she herself hasn't acknowledged? After a month at the clinic, Dr. Navarro delivers promising news. Liam's condition has stabilized enough for him to continue treatment in Los Angeles. He's not cured, but the immediate threat to his life has diminished significantly. She explains that he'll need ongoing care, but they've trained specialists at Los Angeles Memorial who can administer the protocol. The relief is palpable. Liam can return to his daughters to some semblance of normal life while continuing to fight his illness. As they prepare to leave, Steffy feels a complex mix of emotions, joy for Liam's improvement, anxiety about facing Finn, and a strange reluctance to end this intense period where her focus has been singularly on helping Liam survive. When their plane lands in Los Angeles, Steffy is surprised to see Finn waiting at the airfield. His expression is unreadable as he watches them disembark. Bill tactfully takes Liam to his waiting car, leaving Steffy to face her husband alone. Steffy simply notes that he came, and Finn explains that Hope told him they were coming home today. He asks about Liam, and Steffy shares that he's better. The treatment worked enough to continue it in Los Angeles, giving him a chance now. Finn acknowledges this, saying that despite everything, he never wanted Liam to suffer. The silence between them stretches uncomfortably until Steffy breaks it, admitting that while she knows lying was wrong, she can't say she regrets being there for Liam. Finn quietly points out that this is the problem. She doesn't regret choosing Liam over their marriage. Steffy insists it wasn't about choosing him but about being there for Kelly's father, about doing what she felt was right. Finn looks at her searchingly, asking if that's really all it was. The question challenges Steffy to examine her own motivations honestly. Was it truly just about Kelly, or was there something more, some lingering attachment to Liam that she hasn't fully resolved? As they drive home in silence, Steffy wonders what comes next. Can their marriage survive this breach of trust? Will Finn ever truly understand why she felt compelled to support Liam even at the cost of her own happiness? For now, there are no clear answers, only the knowledge that the road ahead will be difficult. Rebuilding trust takes time, and some wounds leave permanent scars. What awaits Steffy in Los Angeles is a period of reckoning, with Finn, with herself, and with the complicated web of relationships that has defined her life. She saved Liam, helped give Kelly's father a fighting chance, but the price may be her own marriage. As they pull into their driveway, Finn turns to her with a mixture of hurt and hope in his eyes. He tells her he loves her and has never stopped, but he doesn't know if love is enough anymore. Steffy reaches for his hand, uncertain if he'll accept her touch. She affirms her love for him and pleads that they try to find their way back to each other. Whether they can rebuild what was broken remains to be seen. But as the sun sets over Los Angeles, casting long shadows across their home, one thing is certain: nothing will ever be quite the same again. Thank you for joining us for today's emotional episode of The Bold and the Beautiful. Will Steffy and Finn's marriage survive this ultimate test? Can Liam fully recover with the experimental treatment? Don't miss our next episode to find out how these dramatic events unfold. If you enjoyed today's story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates from your favorite characters. Until next time.